Good afternoon, everyone. This is Weatherman Nate, and welcome back to another weather video on this God bless Saturday. Now, I have never made a weather video since July the 4th, so y'all just bear with me, okay? Well, we're back. Glory, hallelujah. Welcome to my weather video. If you're new, welcome to Weatherman Nate. Okay, let's get into it. Severe weather is on the table for most of the country today, okay? Starting with the light green areas for some possible pop-up evening daytime heating thunderstorms. And then if you live in the darker green, you have a chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms as well. But the strongest storms today will be in the yellow areas, okay? Where we could have a very strong damaging wind threat with these thunderstorms, okay? And then just in the brown, more damaging winds, but the yellow areas, that's where we could see the strongest damaging winds. And we also got a hail threat and a little bitty tornado threat. And flash flooding is on the table as well. In the green area is where excuse me y'all, I stutter a whole lot sometimes. And that's the case right now. Alright, so flash flooding is on the table for today with these daytime heating thunderstorms. And in the yellow area, it is, oh my Lord, I'm stuttering so much, y'all. Please, Lord, please, y'all. Please have mercy, y'all. Lord have mercy. Y'all just bear with me, okay? All right. So, flash flooding is on the table in the yellow areas, okay? And, well, probably I get nervous sometimes. I don't know. And then just in the yellow area, okay. Now, Lord willing, tomorrow, more severe weather is on the table, of course, for the lower south areas, like down here in the south. And then more severe weather is expected on the East Coast in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, which has tomorrow, we have a slight risk for severe weather. This is mostly going to be a damaging wind threat, y'all, for those areas. And then, yes, damaging winds is on the table for the rest of the areas as well. But look at the flash flooding. You can see flash flooding is a real big concern for areas of Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, and North Carolina for tomorrow with these daytime heating thunderstorms that could come through. And these storms could train in the same areas, okay? And that could cause flash flooding. And if it rained too much, the street get flooded, and then the ground get flooded, and then that's what we are potentially watching out for tomorrow in these areas. And y'all, extreme heat is still on the table. Mostly for these areas here, we have a moderate risk for extreme heat, but I'll just well say, I say this is a high risk for extreme heat. And then down here as well, but up here is where we are getting our big heat wave this week. And 2 weeks out, we have a slight risk for heavy precipitation. So this means we have a risk for flash flooding 2 weeks out in these green areas. And just wanting to talk about this as well, y'all. Now look, this right here is 7 days out. That's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably like late next week, somewhere like late next week. This is 7 days out, okay? This is a slight risk for severe weather for the East Coast. and the Storm Prediction Center is saying all hazards. Now, I don't know too much about this yet, but I will keep a very close eye on this day. Now, here is what the radar could potentially look like later on this afternoon into this evening, and you guys can see probably around 4 p.m. we have a whole lot of storms in Illinois, Indiana, and over here, and I'm gonna put in a loop here, a whole lot of storms moving through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I mean, look back there and look at Illinois, Indiana, and it looks like we just have a line of storms just continuing to move on into Tennessee, West Virginia, West North Carolina, probably around tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. into 7 a.m. But I'm going to zoom out here and just let you see the whole thing. There you go. Here is the flow in the atmosphere starting today. And let's go to later on this evening. You can see we have a high pressure in these areas here. And this is basically our heat wave in the west, bringing our very hot temperatures, okay? A very dangerous heat wave. And this dangerous heat wave will continue into tomorrow. And then, I mean, you can literally see this heat dome, right? Bringing a whole lot of heat. And what's this going to do is it's going to bring heat to the west, and it's going to try to bring temperatures in the probably the 60s and 70s and 80s on Monday in areas in these areas here. Okay, so we could actually have some 80s some 80s in these areas. My goodness. And we go to the 13th, 14th, and it just looks like that we just have a whole lot of flow here. So we could have some isolated showers and thunderstorms. And then you just keep looking here, and just things become very I have no idea, right? But however, it looks like we are still going to have our ridging. So that means there's going to be a high pressure somewhere that brings heat somewhere in these areas, okay? And mostly, probably for these areas here, extreme heat looks to be on the table. Now, it's time for the 2026 hurricane season update, and it's completely quiet in the Atlantic, in the Caribbean, and in the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America. Now, look at the Eastern Pacific. Like, what are we talking about? Which one are we talking about? Which one? This one right here. This one is likely going to become the next named storm in the Eastern Pacific. Now, as far as the Atlantic hurricane season, man, it's very, 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 very unfavorable conditions for any tropical development. And plus, we now got an El Nino imminent, okay? We have an El Nino that is becoming a strong, you know what? It's already strong right now, but it's supposed to get stronger, okay? And this El Nino is going to make tropical development in the Atlantic very, very hard, okay? Tropical development is going to be very hard. These things are going to struggle to develop, but it only takes one. Just look back at 1992, right? Hurricane Andrew. Okay. 2 weeks out, everything is unfavorable. 3 weeks out, I'll probably be looking up here for some potential tropical development. But other than that, the Caribbean is gone. Alrighty, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this weather video. God bless all of you. It's good. It's good to be back. I mean, I have never made a weather video since July the 4th. But thank you for watching this video. God bless all of you. Have a blessed day.